versus One fans. Two very, very storied teams. And ZGC Comet are running the Yoru straight out. A mound fight right away forces Yoru to teleport off. Looks like it's going to be a C hit for One fans. Fish caught out by Viper. Wallbang opens up the C side over. Timbuktu hoping to do something about it. Pushed off by the Paranoia. Spam through the smoke. Viper finds Ari. There's one left in the smoke. Timbuktu swings out and finds Viper, but Olympian gets the trade. Only one left alive. Zora against the world. What can you show us? 25 HP and a dream, but it will not come to fruition. Azuro finds the opening round for ZGC Comet. By the way, these two teams have a good understanding of what space they need to be prioritizing on the map. At the C mound fight that ultimately ZGC Comet comes out on top of. And that's what I would expect from a team of this caliber. You know, ZGC Comet have a reputation in this tournament. Obviously last tournament they were really good. They came in second place, but second place is still better than, I think, you know, 90% of the teams. Only one team is better than them. Hoping they continue that legacy. Right away, One fans... No, actually, ZGC Comet didn't win that round. What am I talking about? Wait. Holy crap. My entire worldview has been uprooted. No, One fans won that round. And Comet are down. Okay, so now I can spin the narrative and I can talk about the Yoru not getting much value because the teleport lasted for such a short amount of time, and even though the Yoru was able to teleport out, the flash was used and then, you know, Yoru couldn't reswing. And right away, One fans have gotten complete control of Mound, which forces Comet to contact Reclear, and although the space will be garnered, Fade is the only one on B, and One fans are heading into an empty site, pretty much, and they even have a wrap on A. Fade is all the way on A. Azuro has that wrap. Zora finds Olympian, actually, gets the first pick with a classic, putting pressure on One fans. Flash goes out, and Proof is absolutely surrounded. Knows where one is. Zora finds another, actually, but Viper, the equalizer, right away with the Marshall. Almost into third, but Azuro finds it instead. It's like that. One fans find the second round. It was scrappy, but a win's a win. Now the third round. This is where the game really starts. Wait, can I hear you guys? Can one of you guys talk? Okay, I can't hear you guys. No wonder it's been so silent. Hold on.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. Oh my god, I'm sorry if I've been talking over you. My headphones weren't like connected to Discord or something. I don't know.
Oh, you're good.
Alright, it looks like a full A hit for One fans. They're already down one, but the chamber's not gonna do much on the side hit. Anyways, they're kind of forcing Comet off, although they do retain control. Viper into the smoke with the shorty, finds another with the Guardian. It's like inaccuracy just doesn't exist for this guy. Ari with the equalizer, but Azuro comes through with the headshot. Wallbang bring it down 2-2. One fans are actually in a better position here. Comet are gonna have to crawl through the mud for every single round. Fish getting ready to flash around the corner. Fade Power comes out, confirming what they already knew. Fish finds the first, Azuro with the second, but Bunsen closes it out for Comet. Finally a round on the board. It was hard fought, but still Comet definitely deserved that one. Clutch finally comes through at the end as well.
No button.
Just want to talk about the fact that...
round there.
You what?
Huge round there for Comet.
Yeah. Viper, you know, I thought One fans was going to win the minute that Viper was jumping into the smoke with the shorty on the rope. You know, after the shotgun nerf, that shouldn't be a thing, but this guy just doesn't listen to the rules. The Guardian as well on the ropes. You would think that that's another gun that just isn't good with that much inaccuracy.
Very scrappy round there. Some weird methods were used to get that round over the line for ZGC, but I guess it works, man.
It works, but Comet are actually on a low by now, and Fish with his solo rifle over towards Mound, trying to hold the space on, was forced off. Viper with the Razor up the middle, not afraid to use ultimates against the Eco, and it comes definitely worth it. Redux finds Zora. Timbuk2 with a shot onto Viper. He has C, but at what cost? Down numbers. Actually going to be forced to re-clear mountain because you don't know if someone is still there. On the other side, OnlyFans have all the map control. Proof is all the way in Comet's spawn, lurking around B. Definitely can catch a rotation here if Comet doesn't think carefully. Olympian, Onodaya, finds the plant. One close to do a neon ult. Proof is still in heaven holding this angle. Timbuk2, you're going to have to clear this. Pulls the rifle out, then walks straight into Proof's crosshair, and only one left. It's Vincent versus the world. Actually going to manage to get around the trip. No, he is not. No, it's going to immediately go off, and Chamber's going to be alerted. A fight comes through for OnlyFans. They're definitely well drilled, fighting together. Redux finds the round. Raze ult used by OnlyFans, but definitely a good understanding by Viper of what he needs to do to get his team this round. And it's an important round for sure. Comet now are barely able to muster up a full buy, winning their anti-bonus, but still having to save. Not off to the best start, and OnlyFans still have a Fate ultimate to use. Comes out straight in the rubble. Forces Proof to back off the line, but he's not going to yield just yet. Wanting to hop up onto this line, and Ari is sleeping at the wheel. Proof finds one and actually keeps going. Here's Breakable being broken. This guy's contact re-clearing the entire right side of the map. Around rubble, now teleports back. Forces Yoru to keep holding the line while B. Gap created a Zero on B with the spike. It's called back by his team. Wall now will be triggered. Zora alone on the C side. Comet completely misread this. In fact, I'm not even sure if there is anything to read. OnlyFans are just leading them around the map in a wild goose hunt. And now, after creating pressure on B and C, they're running back to the gap that Proof created on A. Dog goes out, or I goes out. Re-clears all of rubble. Dog as well finds Fade, sitting in the stairs. Fish finds Viper, but Proof with the immediate trade. Now B site completely open. They even fooled me. Oh, Onodaya straight into heaven finds Timbuk2. Azuro finds the plant as well. 2 versus 4. Azora finds the first onto Proof. Bunted in heaven finds one. Almost finds two, but Redux manages to land the shot. And now, Comet down once again. And it's Zora, the only man left from the win, or from the second place finish in the Invitational. Against two others, might just be evenly matched. Spike, time ticking down, Redux primed and ready for this paranoia, clearing all the angles carefully. Zora, one angle left unchecked. Breakable will go uncleared. Redux is actually the one to find the round for OnlyFans. And 1-4. Comet immediately down by 3, but OnlyFans are showcasing something pretty incredible for the first game. Going up against the second place team from last tournament. Not easy to do. They're making it look pretty easy.
Yeah, I think what is really keeping OnlyFans here is their ability to be able to keep 0G guessing here. Right. Obviously showing very early presence on all the sides here with Proof, a beautiful pick there early round on A. And really doing great on those mid-round calls.
Ari with the Sheriff. Finds one and immediately pops the ultimate. It's good understanding of what you need. And Ari with the 3K. All of a sudden, OnlyFans' script has been completely reversed. And Comet have full control. Rubble's there, so is the spike. Zora just jiggle peeking on B, making sure that there's no gap with the wall over towards C. Proof with the chamber ultimate against the world. I can guess how this one's going to play out, but Proof's been pretty incredible. Part of me wants to believe, but also this would be a step too far. Smoke goes down as well, pretty much sealing his fate. Ari starts looking back over towards stairs. Looks like they think that Proof could have gotten around into their spawn. So much so that Zora even momentarily gets off the angle, but continues jiggle peeking. Sends Neon instead to re-clear their spawn. Proof might be able to find Zora, and that might be able to be his way in, but he has to move quickly with it.
30
Don't have
seconds
much
left.
time. Op comes out and back, completely turned. Zora with the jiggle finds Proof. Now he knows the clock is against him. Time is ticking. Ari back up in heaven. This might just be the closer unless Proof does something pretty miraculous. Instead goes around a breakable. Might manage to find one, maybe
10
two.
seconds left.
Not the round. Here's the angle. Whiff on Timbuktu, and the round goes to Comet with a thrifty. Ari with the 3K. The Sheriff kill, and immediately popping the ultimate after. It's incredible understanding of what they need to close this round out. And it's incredible understanding of where they are in this game. What type of grit they'll have to claw their way back in. And 2-4, all of a sudden Comet have 4 ultimates. Fade, Omen, Yoru, and Vise. Those are pretty big name ults. They use these right. It might be good for a round, maybe 2. One fans still have a pretty good economy, but they're not too far away from being broken. Fade Eye goes out, re-clears Mound. Let her have the space. Now Zora over on C. Here's the dog. Here's the Boombot as well. 4 over towards C, and they're not yielding just yet. They have Chamber solo on A, and Chamber actually swings out. Finds 1, finds 2. Proof cracks A site wide open and forces Neon to rotate back. At the same time, Zora hears all the noise and has no way of re-clearing Mounds because his flash doesn't give him information. Has no way of knowing that One fans have ran all the way back off to A. Redux finds Ari. Side is free. Bunsen running back to C. Going the wrong direction. Spike will go down and alert him as to what is happening. Looks like it might just be a save.
We've seen the scene over and over again during this game. Just One fans getting absolute domination over on A site, which they love to share that early presence C and leave Proof to fight it out on A, which double holding A was the right call. They know Proof likes to swing that, but Proof just came out on top showing dominance against ZG.
Right, it's weird to watch the same round happen. One fans go over towards Mound with numbers, make some noise. Zora calls his team to rotate. At the same time, a rubble clears going on by Comet, and they clear rubble, then fall off and hold angles, and then Proof peeks into the numbers and manages to find the kills,
Out of charge.
which is something you don't see often. And Bunsen actually whiffs on Viper. As if that wasn't enough, everyone on Comet dies, completely resetting their economy. And I would just like to say that winning a round and then losing the next is much worse than just losing 2 in a row, because your economy gets completely reset and the momentum goes all the way back to One fans. They didn't even have a chance to try and retake. The round was already done the minute that Proof peeked into 2 and got to.
A clear difference looking here in economy. ZG getting by, but really looking bro there compared to One fans.
Looks like Comet are not messing about. Finally managed to take rubble. Fade solo on B along with the wall. Zora on the C side with the spikes, but not enough to stop Viper. Getting on the site with the Razor. Zora is forced to regroup with his team. Proof on B somehow finds 2. Almost finds his 3rd before Ari puts him in the dirt, but it's too late. Olympian has already popped the Neon ultimate. Bunsen in spawn cannot deal with the movement. I stand corrected. Bunsen can deal with the movement, but 1 HP left to 2 versus 3. Comet gonna have to go big here, and already it looks like their plans are gonna be squashed by Viper. 3-1. Smoke goes down as well, and Ari, Neon Wall pops, just silently walking out. Odin spam as well, and Ari will walk right into it. One fans are giving them no chances back in.
I mean, it cannot be too perfect. You know, ZG think they have the read over here with Proof. Multiple times speaking A. They 3 push down A. Proof is B. On the rotate, he catches 2. It just can't be better for Proof there. Showing once again mental and mechanical dominance over ZG.
Right, and you know, honestly, Comet figured that out a little bit too late. And I'd like to say that One fans stayed a little too late. But they didn't get punished for it at all. It worked out for them. Fish immediately forced to teleport off, and Mound all of a sudden goes away from them, but Bunsen sits down the chamber player. Raid boss down. It still looks like One fans want to group up and hit B. Off of that contact, they think no way anyone sticks around B. They know where Fade is. They just want to exploit this perceived gap. Smoke goes through Timbuktu. Paranoia as well will not stop Onodaya from getting his team on the site. Aiming towards Fade. Little whiffy. Sitting in breakable. Timbuktu peeks out and finds Redux. Immediately traded by Viper, who actually finds his Vunsit as well. But Fish on the Yoru and the flank finds Azuro here.
Time to jump. I'm back.
Can't hear anything.
Oh, hello.
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining. Out of charges.
Kill from him.
Viper with the 4K to eventually have it stolen away by his teammate, but nonetheless, the round goes to One fans. Something that I've said time and time again. No end to the domination. Whether it be by individual heroics or combined efforts. One fans have it all.
I just don't see how ZG is not accommodating to the C push. I mean, it's round and round again. One fans are just getting away with taking all this space there.
Right, and it's the same thing. Fish peeks out, breaks a little bit of utility, and is then forced to TP off. No value at all, and now all of a sudden Bound is yet again lost. And Comet have adapted a little bit. They're pushing out over towards B, maybe gonna hit the door, but even that doesn't come to fruition. They just group up, decide to flank, but they haven't flanked at all, so they don't know. The chamber trip is gonna find everything. Timbuktu, jump speak, finds Onodaya. Bam comes through, gets back onto the line. Azuro wanting to fight a little bit. Will happen. Redux with the paranoia forces him out of hall. Blind comes through. It's a little bit of Yoru value for you. Redux does get the trade. The 4v4 now. Now Fish is still in hall, but Onodaya is looking his way in the insta dink into the kill. Fish finds Onodaya, sits the duelist down. Viper looks like he's fallen asleep. Bunsen finds him. Turned the other way. Now Faisal comes out. Comet know exactly how important this round is. Redux last one alive. Fish finds proof. No rifle to be heard of. No round to be found. Ari closes the round out with the kill under Redux. Spike defused. Finally another round for Comet. Faisal is used into it, but it's well worth it. A third round. Every single last round for Comet is going to be hard fought. Winning out by the tiniest of margins.
Go, go, go!
Looks like ZG is trying to do something about the C mount push here. Over Ori and Fish stacking towards the C mount, looking to, I think, aggro towards it.
You want to play? Let's play.
Not actually gonna insta-go at all. They're just gonna let them have mound again! And there's still no timeout to be found. Smoke comes through on C, at least a little bit of stall, but it doesn't even matter. Onodaya straight through the smoke. Ari finds the trade. Duelist down. Proof almost manages to adjust back onto Timbuktu, but the Omen player still manages to get the kill. Prowler confirms One fans are pushing through the door on the B, where there is a gap, and Ari pushes out in the Viper's crosshair. Thinks it might be clear. Timbuktu finds Azuro, immediately forced to fall off. 1 HP left. A forward Redux, the plant. Viper ultimate, or Viper's ultimate, Viper's Raise ultimate comes through to assure they have the space, and he pushes straight past the Prowler! Viper, with the tiniest, slimmest of gaps, does not manage to find the round. That's 2 in a row for Comet. First time in the series. Gonna have to extend it to 4 in a row. Sorry, 3 in a row. If they want to find another round.
Last round in the half.
Yeah, you love to see these rounds. Obviously, getting closer now to getting that 5-7 half, which is the optimal look here for ZG. Obviously, trying to accommodate, but I'm just gotta say, One fans are owning the tempo when it comes to ZG. They're making them adapt, making them guess. One fans are just everywhere, and they are showing that their team is looking bigger right now.
It's like One fans are calling a tech pause.
Wonder what's happening there.
I'll have to go and check it out. This timeout is done. One fans' lead has been cut down to just 3 short rounds. Comet had this double duelist composition.
And obviously, you never really know the outcome of these games. That could be down for one team, and then all of a sudden they're so close. Just what is happening with ZG here?
I'm gonna
Down
go
2-7 now.
check these guys out. Hey,
So we can just be, so we
what's
just
going on?
can be gay instead of.
Our coach has to reset. We thought he was talking
I have to
about a
reset real
timeout
quick.
because
Hold
he
on,
says that.
can one person talk at a time?
I just have to
what's
reset real quick. My
Anyone feeling
game's
generous?
bugging real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha. No talking
I'm
about
gonna restart.
strategy. No talking about strategy during the
Yes
tech,
sir, yes sir, yes sir.
Guys, Onefen's coach is having some tech issues, so he's gonna reset his PC. Just a reminder, don't talk about strategy in tech pauses.
Okay.
And yeah, I have no way of enforcing that, but just pretty please don't. All right. thank you.
Okay.
Good luck.
We are law-abiding citizens.
All right. The Onefen's coach is having tech issues and is going to have to restart his PC. So while we wait, I want to talk a little bit about Comet. They only kept one player from the roster that made second place during the Night Sky Invitational. And that wasn't exactly their decision. It was largely, or at least from what I understand, it was largely a player decision. But still, Zora is the only person who stayed. They're proving that they're still good. They're having some really good rounds. The individuals are incredible, as you can see, but as of what we've seen right now, it's just not enough.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like you said, I mean, Thor is the last one standing from their last roster. It's always hard to rebuild around, especially just one player after having such a settled and working functional roster. And you know, they aren't doing bad to show that they're here to stay. Obviously, NA fans are coming on top of most of these rounds, but if they're able to get this last one, I mean, it's anyone's game for the next half.
Right, 100%. And part of me is wondering, would this be the story if it was any other team? Would Comet be down if it was any other team in this tournament? I'm not so sure. We have yet to be able to properly gauge where all the teams are, but it's not like Comet are doing bad things. They're just failing to adjust to One fans and their really good calling that's largely centered around individual plays.
I feel like one mistake Zero is having is, like you said, I feel like these things that NA fans are doing are very obvious in my eyes. You know, obviously in the game it's different, but they're always doing these very early round presence C, which I would think that Zero G would at least try to fight back for it instead of giving them space. But yes, they are very heavily centered around here. Proof and Viper doing great things for NA fans.
100%. And if One fans can keep it up like this, they're gonna be great. And if they can't keep it up like this, then they might have to show some better calling. But as of right now, it's working. Comment, maybe that timeout, a good opportunity to talk about the adjustments they need to have. They need to talk about controlling C Mound and not letting One fans push the pace so much.
Yeah, I mean, we've been watching it, they've been watching it. One fans are just owning the tempo right now for this match.
That's right, again, we're seeing what we were just talking about. Simon control gains, but it's a little bit lucky that One fans didn't fight back. This like Roof gonna walk straight into Ari's crosshair. Finally, finding that early pick. Dog reclears as well. Catches Viper on the road pick at the same time. Azuro opens up the door. Dora straight into the smoke. Catches Onadaya. Raid boss down. Redux with the plant. Finally coming through at the same time. One fans are contact reclearing into the smoke. It's gonna go down soon. Zora is sussing it out. Sees the gun barrel, but barely whiffs. Oh, that's just unlucky. Azuro finds Zora. Ari pops the ultimate Viper with the headshot. up in heaven, finds a second. Nade comes through, forces player into the open. Timbuktu finally ends Viper's reign of terror, but Redux is still alive. Paranoia comes through. Redux knows where Timbuktu is, holding this angle, and straight into the angle. Redux with the clutch. 4 to 8 at the half, One fans, showing us something incredible.
Switching sides.
Fanji, can you? Alright, yeah, thank you. 1 minute timer as well. Appreciate it. One fans have shown us something pretty incredible so far, and I'd like to think that Comet can. I'd like to see that OnlyFans can keep this up. I think that defense is the more individually centered path, especially with the Chamber, who is actually over on C alone. And if that's something that they're confident in Proof doing, then by all means, go for it. That's an incredible way to retain control, is just putting one cracked player over towards C and seeing what he can do. Maybe getting numbers for a better retake, something like that. Comet, on the other hand.
Obviously, you know, like ONA fans, especially Proof, has, you know, proved it's in the name that he can do it himself. Obviously, taking out most of the numbers himself early round in attack. But, you know, defense is a different story. Right. So let's see how that pans out for them.
Comet, on the other hand, I'd like to think that Comet, grouping together on attack, would be able to find Proof and either force him off the line or get the pick before he gets a pick first. And I'm confident in go. This is NSFW. Holy crap. We're clipping this. Yeah. This is gonna go in announcements. For sure. Oh god. Oh, the observer switching off bits. Oh god. My train of thought just got completely derailed. Comet straight away into mound, doing something that they couldn't do during their defense half, trying to get some control. Baits Proof out, but Proof sticks around, finds one, gets the info onto the Yoru. B door will be popped. Rotation comes through. The calling is good on this flash TP onto site. Space gained, but Proof, you still have to deal with this guy. And finally, forced to back off away in the halls. Redux still retaining control of water, but Comet aren't stopping. They're gonna keep going, and Proof finds two. Onodaya finds Ari. Timbuktu, last one left alive, finds one. Redux puts an into it. One fans find the round. Comet decided to push through the smoke in order to find more space. Didn't go as planned. Proof is just too good.
I mean, this whole round was a one-man show. Proof beautifully holding down C there. Honestly, early round pick there on the fade and able to get two. I don't know how he was able to get two more on such low HP, but I guess those mistakes just happen and Proof coming out on top.
Now we wait.
Straight away Proof doing the same thing as last round. In C alone, not such an aggressive angle. I will not spot him. Whiffs on the first, but Timbuktu is low and it's a belter of a shot onto Ari. Comet are immediately down numbers. They did force up this round. 4 stingers left. Might have to see what they can find. Onodaya with 2 others reaching the calls. Bunton gets this plant down. It's the first part of the plan done. They're gonna have to do something pretty incredible. Viper finds Timbuktu, but Fish trade onto Redux. Zoro finds Fish, Viper finds Bunsen, only one left alive. Zora versus the world. Goes wide, but Onodaya finds the kill. 5 to 10, and that's not good for Comet. They forced up into this round and found pretty much nothing.
Gotta go. My ult's not ready. Go, go, go.
Sorry, had a tech issue there. And the way it's looking, I mean, you always love and hope to see these comebacks, but I just do not see it with the way ONE fans are playing right now.
100%. They're just playing too good. The calling is good, of course, but the individuals are better. Right now, Comet just can't deal with that. I'd like to believe that they can play on the same playing field individually, but until I see it, until I get that proof, I can't believe it.
Might see an opening here for Comet. Forward towards A mount here, taking a lot of space.
On the angle, Viper immediately finds him, not without damage first, but same story as last time in the round before. Comet are down numbers and decide to sight hit. Ari, straight through the smoke, spots Redux, sidestep, stop fighting. Azuro finds Fish, on site, Bunsen gets the trade, Onodaya finds Ari and gets the collateral headshot! Onodaya picking up right where he left off last season for sure.
Absolutely moving through backside there. I mean, 17 HP, able to find a collateral. That is just a way to go, man.
Right, and regardless of the things that I say to Onodaya, Onodaya is a once-in-a-lifetime player. And he's shown it. And he continues to show it. And even now, on a team of such cracked individuals, ONE fans have so many incredible players. Onodaya continues to shine in these key positions. Now it looks like Comet
Out of
have
charge.
nothing to deal with ONE fans on Rebel, but still managed to get the kill through the smoke. Viper satchels up into Rebel. They have the space, so Proof is forced off the line, opens door as well just to put that added pressure. Heal. C hit, looking to come to fruition. Proof not falling for it just yet. He's heard the story before. Vincent finds Viper. Where did that even happen? Oh, all the way on B. Vincent peeks out
Spike planted.
into ONE fans' space. Timbuktu teleports up onto the angle. Redux holding this head angle as well as he can. Fish forced to teleport off, but the C's will keep him anchored. Vincent now opens door, alerts ONE fans to his position. Azuro with the Odin, and Timbuktu with the headshots gives his team a fighting chance into the round. Ari straight into halls with the shorty. 5-11, another heroic round found. Gonna have to get 6 more of those.
I think ZG are pushing to not let ONE fans get match point, because that is a dangerous place to put ONE fans in. Obviously, coming back to what you said about Olympian, I feel like it's hard to shine on a team full of stars. Obviously, the ONE fans are proving to be really good individual players.
Right. Prowler comes out, clears B main. Timbuktu and Fish holding the mound space. One way comes out as well. But not much noise anywhere. Silence descends upon the map. Prowler re-clears on the B, but only one is heard. Paranoia as well, just to threaten the re-clear. Prowler spots one out. Bunsen here's the trip. Doesn't know Azuro's there. Trip goes off. Viper finds Zora all the way on A. A failed lurk. And all of a sudden, ONE fans have full control of Mound. Door will be flipped, and Bunsen is in trouble. Does well to find one, but Proof and Onodaya puts his team up numbers. Fish with a flick on the Proof. 3 people left alive. He'd have to go big here, or he might just go home. Spike in control of ONE fans. Flashes out into Mounds. Onodaya gets his team match point. One round stands between ONE fans. What's? One round stands between ONE fans and closing out their first match of the Night Sky Arena in a very, very dominant fashion.
Yeah, Yeah, these rounds are looking very brutal. Just when you think the dust has settled, in the blink of an eye, everyone on Zero G is gone. With the way that ONA fans are taking this tempo, they are so quick and so efficient with their fights that it just looks so hard for Zero G to be able to take this back.
Right whenever Comet have gotten used to OnlyFans' plan, there's 3 out in Mound, but Fish finds 2. Ari finds Viper as well. Raid bust down. Comet have actually come out on top. And Seaside is a wide open area. Ripe for Comet's taking. Smoke goes down. Dust clears. Redux. Here's the noise. Here's the plant coming through.
Spike planted.
Forced to group up with proof. Smoke fades. Timbuktu facing. Juggle Peak doesn't find anything. Does get the information though. Ari still holding halls, but now both have been found. But Ari is still holding halls and is not looking good. Finds Ari, finds a second as well. All of a sudden, this is dangerous. Fish finds Redux, but Proof is still alive. Steps into the ring. Zora on the angle, puts him down to 1 HP, times the ticking, and Proof forced to fall off. Comet finds another round. One step closer to their goal. I'm still scared because ONE fans seem to have no concept of momentum so far in this game. Comet will win a round and ONE fans will come right back as if nothing happened.
I mean, yeah, like that round was concrete proof that you cannot put your guard down, because in the blink of an eye, ONE fans almost brought that round to their favor, which is scary to say the least. Second timeout is called here.
ONE fans punching the stop button, putting on the brakes, want to make sure that they can close this out properly, not going to give Comet any chance back into it. And I like that they're showing Comet that respect. They have the humility, and they have the knowledge that Comet are still a dangerous opponent regardless of the score, and that they can't let Comet gain any momentum.
I mean, 6-12, it looks impossible, but, nothing is really concrete in this game. It just honestly looks like ONE is going to come out with this map.
Looking like it so far. Going back to a pretty default setup. Chamber trip over towards B, playing that site for retake. Redux unbreakable with the paranoia and the smoke. Proof solo holding over towards C. In fact, he's not even holding. He's all the way back in Mound. Comet have lost control of Mound and are now forced to fall off. They didn't even put up a fight. ONE fans got that space for free. Smoke comes through. Baking a reclear. Paranoia as well. Viper forced to respect Comet's antics. Comet actually have fallen for their own reclear. It looks like they're slowly pushing back into space as the smoke fades. Fish manages to get across. Eye comes through, but Viper ultimate comes through. Doesn't manage to find anything, but Timbuktu forced to teleport into the open. Zora finds a 0. Compensation. Fail comes through. Viper manages to tuck back into breakable under the cover of his Viper wall. 3 people from OnlyFans run back over towards spawn at the same time. Proof on the flank. Wall will be tripped. Knows what's going to happen. Doesn't have his teleport for another 5 seconds, but it's enough time to wait. Bunsen finds Viper. Fish finds Onodaya. Ari finds Proof, and all of a sudden, one person left alive. It's just Redux against the world. And Comet find another round. They put that timeout to very good use. This is the first round so far, Jay, that they haven't shown OnlyFans insane amounts of respect. Right? OnlyFans won the rubble fight, but Comet stayed. Put some pressure on the space. Re-cleared it themselves. Had to read the OnlyFans. What's it?
OnlyFans are having the time of their life. They're having so much fun getting these pushes, getting these fights, and I think that ZG is taking that into account and taking that to themselves now, not respecting that push. Obviously, that fight, Rubble, that was won by One fans.
Now Comet has actually gotten the read yet again. Fish clears out the entirety of B-side, doesn't manage to find Redux, but Proof and Onodaya find two. Timbuktu trying to at least equalize it a little bit, but not before Onodaya finds another. They're down numbers. Bunsen finds the first. Viper caught satcheling. Timbuktu caught in heaven. Seas comes out. Shots are good. Bunsen, last one left alive, and Onodaya with the 4K. All comes back to this kid, closes the map out. We are going to a second map. And One fans have taken the first, showing us something pretty incredible.
For their sake, I'm glad it's over.
Could you set a 5-minute timer, Fenji?
Yep.
I'm gonna check to see what this map is. Ba-ba-boom. Map videos. Okay. Maps pick. Pinned. Okay. Second map is Breeze and Comet are on attack. Let's see. Breeze, Comet, attack. Breeze, Comet, attack. Breeze. No, that's not true. Okay, this is right. Alright everyone, we will be back after a short intermission before the next map.